I thank the members of the Tri-Caucus and would reiterate what they've said. This is not about race. It is not about caucus. It is, however, about confrontation over cooperation, about confrontation over consensus. And it is the pattern that this Republican leadership has followed since they first were sworn into power last year in the 112th Congress. The action on the floor today is unprecedented in the history of America. Never before in history has the Congress held a cabinet officer in contempt. Not once. Not by Republican Congresses or Democratic Congresses. Not in Republican administrations or Democratic administrations. This is quite simply about due process. This is about fairness. This is about not politicizing an extraordinary, important responsibility the Congress of the United States has. Oversight, investigation, ensuring that the taxpayers' money is spent correctly. And yes, we all lament the loss of the life of this brave Border Patrol agent at the hand of Mexican criminals or criminals of some other place. This is about fairness. And the reason we have walked down those stairs and into this courtyard is to call the attention of the American people who are angry about confrontation, angry about gridlock, angry about the fact that we are not focused on their priorities: jobs, investment in infrastructure, the environment, education, innovation, building our economy, who are angry at the politicization of the deliberations of the People's House. That's why we are here in this courtyard, to say to our Republican colleagues, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame.
And I will now yield to the leader of our party, Nancy Pelosi.
I want to join my colleague, Mr. Hoyer, the distinguished whip, in commending the leadership of the Tri-Caucus, Congresswoman Chu, Congressman Charlie Gonzalez, and Congressman Emanuel Cleaver, and to join our colleague in the leadership, Mr. Clyburn, for the leadership they are providing today to help us all give voice to our disappointment as to what is happening on the House of the floor. And what is happening on the floor of the House is a misuse of power. It is an abuse of power, and it is the wrong thing to do. My colleague, Mr. Clyburn, and the distinguished whip talked about jobs. We in the Democratic Caucus believe in the American dream, that anyone who wants to work hard, play by the rules, take responsibility, should have a chance to succeed, and we build ladders of success for that. And that means jobs, 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 education, and opportunity. For some reason, our Republican colleagues think it is more important to engage in this abuse of power than to bring legislation to the floor that would be job creating. And that is most unfortunate, because that is what the American people sent us here to do and expect us to do. It is particularly disappointing because of the nature of the way they're bringing it to the floor. As Mr. Hoyer mentioned, the first time in the history of our country that a cabinet officer has been held in contempt of Congress. And why? I contend that the Attorney General and the Justice Department is a place where the American people look for us to uphold the Constitution by enabling everybody to have a right to vote, have that vote be counted, so that we have a true democracy. That is the primary place, the ultimate place where we can fight voter suppression. This and for this and other reasons that are undemocratic with a small d, the Republicans have decided to go after this Attorney General. And after him, who's next? Because these are trumped up. What they're bringing to the floor is false, beneath the dignity of debate on the floor of the House, and a cause for great concern. So I thank my colleagues when they said what they wanted to do and how they would like to express our objection to what was happening there. We all thank them for their leadership. It's most unfortunate. As even Attorney General under President Ronald Reagan, William Smith, French Smith said that we are supposed to, as the Constitution guides us, find cooperation, and that one branch is not supposed to have excessive force over the other. It's in the Constitution. It was honored by Ronald Reagan's Attorney General. It should be honored by the Republicans in the Congress. Less than 2 weeks, they go from committee to the floor.
7 days.
We respected President Bush and gave him over 200 days to respond to us when he had not given us one piece of paper, and he never did. But we still tried to find a way under Chairman Conyers. I want to commend Elijah Cummings, our ranking member on the Oversight Committee. He is on the floor in the debate. He recognizes and respects Congress's role in oversight, as has been mentioned by others. He has conducted the proceedings on our side in opposition to the Republicans with great dignity and great respect, worthy of the institution in which we serve and the Constitution that we take a pledge to protect and defend.